continue. Okay. So, here we go. Where were we? All right. So therefore, basically, we said how Yud and Hey are mitzvahs alois haseh. They're higher level, and Vav and Hey are the lower level, which are mitzvahs haseh, connecting to that which is outside of ourselves. So Lachei, therefore, through fulfilling the mitzvahs haseh, v'lois haseh and the lois haseh, nasa mechinas heichal, become a brick house. I mean, a royal house. And a vessel to receive the revelation of that name of Hashem. And this is the idea of what it means that Hashem wants to dwell within us. Can you hear me okay, John? Tatty, can you hear me okay? Uh-huh. All right. Well, if you want me to repeat anything, whatever, just tell me. But anyway, so this is V'shachadim Zeicham. Ukamai Sheisbar, like, is explained, the comment, like, we'll go on to explain the Inyan Pekudei HaMishkan Mishkan HaEdos, which will be this connection that Hashem has with us and that He dwells within us when we fulfill mitzvahs aseh and mitzvahs aseh and become that royal house, is further explained with regards to the word Mishkan being repeated and the pasuk saying these are the recordings of the counting of the Mishkan of testimony. Mishkan. Okay, so later in the Maimer, basically, just to give a little spoiler alert. Basically, we'll explain how this double expression of Mishkan refers to the two different levels of revelation. One level, Mishkan, is about the mitzvahs lois haseh, which receive the revelation of the letters of Yud and Hey. The second level, as you guessed it, get the second half, the Vav and Hey, of the revelation of mitzvahs aseh. So there's two types of Mishkan. So when someone asks you, how many Mishkans are there? 2. And this is the meaning of the saying of our sages in the Gemara Bava Basra, 75b. Asidim tzadikim sheyemlu lifneim kadesh. In the future, the title kadesh will be declared before the righteous, as it is before Hashem. What does that mean? Behind this means Yishum Sha'idei Torah Mitzvahs, because of their Torah Mitzvahs they did. Mamshichim, they draw down, they download Al Nafsham, into their souls, into their beings, Gilui Oren Seif, revelation of Hashem's infinite light. Ma'ashahu B'chinas Kadesh, which is called holy Kadesh, which is related to the word really umuvdo, which Kadesh means holy, meaning it's separate. It's above and beyond the limitations of all world. So somehow that which is beyond gets drawn into the soul and the being by doing Torah mitzvahs, right? So and that's why we say, like we say in davening, the 3 times Kadesh, 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 Kadesh. We say it in a sense praise daily, and it's said about the Jewish people 3 times that Heichal Hashem, Heima, Gimel Pamim.
Wait, why are we saying it 3 times?
So hold on, we're about to get there. We say, and this is why we say it 3 times in davening, and it's said about the Jewish people that they are the royal house of Hashem 3 times in Yirmiyah 7:4. V'hainu Gimel B'chinas Levushia Nefesh, because they allude to the 3 garments of the soul, the 3 clothings that their soul wears: Machshava, Dibur, and Maaseh. There are 3 ways the soul expresses itself: in thought, speech, and action. Shebehen Tuluyin Kiyum Kol Mitzvahs. That on these, on thought, speech, and action, is dependent on us. It's dependent on which we fulfill Torah mitzvahs. The clothing we wear expresses what kind of person I am, right? And I wear my ripped jeans and my T-shirt, I'm expressing a certain mood. When I'm wearing my white shirt, I'm wearing a different mood. When I'm wearing my white shirt and I unbutton my second button, it's like I'm business, but with a little casual, a little relaxed, right? So it's different expressions. So it's how I interact with others. I'm communicating a message to other people. The clothes we wear communicate a message to others. Sometimes it communicates a message to ourselves. When I look in the mirror and I see, oh, that's how I look. I'm trying to communicate something to even myself, but it's still outside of myself. So totally the three expressions of the soul, the three ways that we express to others: thought, speech, and action. That's how the soul can express its nature and interact with others. And so this is the meaning of when we say a dwelling within this low world. Soul, the divine soul should come specifically into this world. But specifically a physical body. Which then the body will be that vessel, can be that vessel and receive this light, which is Kadesh Umuvta, this holy and separate light, this infinite light of Hashem, which is separate from all the world. As it's written in Hosea 11:9, B'kirbecha Kadesh, and holiness, the Holy One, Hashem, which is infinite, is found within you. Excuse me. And this is the meaning of I will dwell in them specifically. So this all happens through subduing that otherness, that other side, that which is coming against an other from godliness. As we quote, as it says, in keeping away from evil and doing good. And it says in Tehillim 34:15. So that's the end of chapter 1, which is summarized by Inyan HaMishkan. What's the concept of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, as we translate in funny English? It's almost like phylacteries, the tefillin. Like, what else does it mean? Like, who's okay? B'shachanti would say, let's use the real word. So the concept, the idea of the Mishkan is to fulfill the verse B'shachanti would say. The passage says, "I will dwell amongst them," to make this dir b'tachtonim, the dwelling place in the lowest world. Behind them, this means and how do we make that dwelling place in the lowest world? By subduing the desires of the animal soul and transforming the animal soul into light, transforming the darkness into light. These, and the pasuk says 3 times, it says the Jewish people of the royal house of Hashem. This corresponds to 3 times you say that Hashem is Kadesh, Kadesh, Kadesh. Okay, so now we explained how the Alter Rebbe explained how we can become recipients of Hashem's light through subduing and transforming the Sitra Achra. Now he asks about the general precept. Chapter base.
I'm getting off, and then I can listen.
Well, we did more than a half an hour. I think we're doing a half an hour tonight. So this is good for tonight. We'll continue tomorrow.
Well, I thought Thursday you can't do it.
No, Thursday I could do earlier. I could do at 8, but 8:30, 8:45 is the halacha share. Just Monday night I can't do.
Oh, so it's at 12:05.
Monday night I have a class at 8. Every other night of the week I can do. So, of course, not Friday night or Monday Shabbos. Okay, so tomorrow we'll do as much as we can of chapter 2.
Yay!
All right, and for all you watching, thanks for joining us. Have a great night. God must say.